current thinking and the problems that we're wrestling with. So I think one of the ones is moving at the right speed. So slow enough to have the time to think, going back to what Leon said, and really approach this in the right way, but fast enough to keep hearts and minds engaged with partners, which is a really interesting balance that we're trying to get. Understanding the difference between complex and complicated, that this is not a complicated, structured, well-ordered thing about knowledge. It's a messy, weird, chaotic thing that's quite complex by its nature. I think being uncomfortable, and Ken, who chairs our health and wellbeing board subgroup that I presented out this morning, at the end of the update around what we're doing, just said, I'm really uncomfortable with that. So I think that was job done. I think constantly questioning what you're doing, and my dress sense, but being totally okay with that. We don't have the answers, and everyone we speak to, that's a real honest answer to a lot of things, is we just don't know. We were just talking about what happens with the ideas you're going to get next. We've got no idea because we don't know what they are yet. So the challenge of financial resources is a really interesting one, because there is a high level of awareness in Blackburn and Darwen around the announcements and the 10 million, and the questions are asked, and what the hell have we been doing for 2 years? Pennines been figuring out its approach and its principles, which are critical for us to fall back on as a reference point. And then we've been then trying to figure that out and then have that conversation with people. So we have a clear sense and a kind of trying to move from this disconnected delivery to like a shared action, and people love it. It's so liberating, it's so different, but where's the money? And I've got an idea for a project I want to deliver. So I think where we're at now is this not fooling yourself. So I'm not one for too many quotes, but there's one that always sticks with this, called Richard Feynman, who's an American physicist, but it says, don't fool yourself, and the easiest person to fool is yourself. And I think with us is that we do a lot of talking about being different. Partners really buy into that, but we're just transitioning to, is it actually going to be different? And that's now really interesting when you get to the mechanics of, if you need resource, brilliant, but this is not about the money. So that's kind of where we're at, really. So it's just a never-ending questioning cycle for us at the moment.